Sally, you've been instrumental in organizing the conference for the International Integrative Psychotherapy Association in London, which will be March 17 to 20th, 2021. Can you tell us your plans and ideas for that conference?
Okay, so the first thing that we really want is for it to be contactful and relational. And so as an organisation, we put a great emphasis on people being able to speak in their own language and be part of what's happening. And so one of the big things about our conference is we provide translation for people from all sorts of countries. And that's an unusual thing for a London-based conference.
Yes, in our last conference we had translation in Italian, French, Spanish, Turkish, Russian in the main part of the program, as well as English, and then we had some minor translations for people from other countries. Very impressive to get people to engage in dialogue.
Yeah. And the other thing that we're doing that is really important is already the program has been designed and developed, and that program has some really stunning presenting masterclasses for people to understand the theory and to actually see it in practice. And that's another thing that's quite unique about this association, is the encouragement for live therapy to be presented as part of every presenter's.
But not just presented. Every piece of live therapy then has a discussion afterward with the audience about what do they see happening, what's the theory involved. And interestingly, most presenters are encouraging people to talk about what you would have done differently. Mm-hmm. And that's the part that I like. I always seem to learn so much by understanding how somebody else would do the same piece of therapy.
There's the dialogue that
Yes.
you talked about earlier around the criticism being alive, or not even criticism, the fact that each of us might choose to do something different.
I don't think any two therapists could ever do the same piece of psychotherapy because we bring to it our own individual perspective. And then we create that intersubjective experience, and it's unique with every two people. One of the reasons why research in psychotherapy is so difficult.
Yeah. So the other thing we're doing in London, which is different as well, is we're having a pre-conference day. And that is an opportunity for people who are less familiar with the fundamental principles of integrative psychotherapy to come and join and be part and to have some rich learning through your own presentation.
Well, I'm going to be doing some of that teaching along with a colleague from the UK here, Karen Cesarino, and Carl Nasser from Colorado in the United States, and the three of us are going to teach it together. I hope in a very dynamic and exciting way to get some of the core concepts across, both to a new audience, but I particularly like to invite people who know integrative psychotherapy well to come and take that course and maybe use us as a model of how you can take it back to your own community and teach these concepts.
So the other things that are going to happen is, as well as all this learned work, is there's also going to be time for social integration, time to spend time with friends, to include people who may not know people, and to make sure that we model that relational contactfulness. That's probably not a correct word, but to actually make it a rich experience of meeting each other.
And are you doing a specific workshop in that conference now?
I am doing a specific workshop, yes. So
What's the title?
I'm doing a workshop on sexual attraction in the therapy room, and how we manage ourselves when that happens, and how we might use that to understand developmental needs, and how we might use that for therapeutic benefit for the client.
And the theme of the conference is silence, solitude, and loneliness. And I am probably going to be teaching about withdrawal, silence, and the hidden self, and what we can do as psychotherapists to invite that hidden self into a therapeutic dialogue.
Sounds great.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.